We are very pleased to be joined here at the World Petroleum Congress by Patrick Pouyanné. He is the chairman and CEO of TotalEnergies of France. Used to be just Total. Now it's TotalEnergies. Does it signify a real change in your business or more of a branding?
No. You don't change the company the name of a company which is 100 years old just for branding. It's fundamentally, by the way, TotalEnergies says everything. It means all energies. So we have chosen a name. In fact, we have embarked into a new strategy, which is to become a broad energy company, oil, gas, and electricity, fundamentally. Why? Because the energy markets will change. We've seen that with climate change, the share of electricity in the mix will be much higher. This is a growing energy. While at the same time, yes, gas will continue to grow. Oil might peak one day in 2030 and then decline. So we prepare the company for the future. When we are in energy, it's long-term investments. So it's important to embark and to make this transformation. Yeah. So it's a change of strategy, and we decided at board level to put it in the name.
What can we learn right now, not France, but much of Europe is in maybe not energy crisis, but there are very real concerns about the amount of available power, utilities, energy in the UK, Germany, Netherlands this winter. What should we learn from what Europe is going through now for your business and for the world?
In fact, we are learning a lot for the world. First, that all the markets are more and more interconnected. The more we have electricity in the mix, and you produce this electricity from renewables, so intermittent sources, but also from gas, you interconnect the energies. What happened, in fact, for this crisis? It's not a European crisis at all. On gas, it's coming from China. In China, we have seen a huge hike in the demand for gas, LNG.
Buying up everything it's available.
Everything. Why? Because less renewable, less hydro, a growth for hydro, less coal because the ban of importing coal from Australia, and so coal for gas. All the gas from the US, we are very well positioned. TotalEnergies is the number one in LNG, exporting LNG from the US. We export more than 10% of the US. Went to China because the price went up. And so the gas was no more available LNG for Europe. So the gas price in Europe went up because the markets are interconnected. And then electricity, which is the price of electricity in Europe, because it's a market economy, is equal to the marginal cost of production, which is a gas-fired power plant. So that's proof that in this transition, in fact, fundamentally, the energy markets are becoming more complex, more interconnected.
Yep.
And also there is another message behind that, which is supporting this price. We have also a lack of supply somewhere, supply of oil, supply of gas. Why? Because you have a pressure on the oil and gas investments. The oil and gas investments have decreased between 2014 and this year from $700 billion per year to $300.
More than cut in half. That's true.
And that has an impact, because if you don't continue to invest while the demand is growing, then the price will adapt the demand to the supply.
And could spike. Very quickly before we let you go, because you are into all the renewables as well, is there a renewable that is a better economic bet? Is wind better than solar? Is solar better than LNG? Is there one that you would say, this is a guarantee, this is a better economic story?
No, there's no guarantee. We are fundamentally in commodity business, which is market economics with volatility of the price. So there is no guarantee. What you must look when you are in a commodity business is the cost of production, to be a low-cost producer. This is the only guarantee. Today, you have people thinking that you can develop renewables with what we call PPAs, a guaranteed price. But that's just the beginning of this industry. Obviously, it's electricity that you produce, like in the US. And at the end, you will have electricity from renewables, from the gas, from coal, from LNG, and from batteries. In fact, what you need is to invest more and more in storage of electricity in order to cope with volatility. So I think for me, it's another additional energy, another additional source of opportunities and revenues, and all companies, TotalEnergies. We are major in oil and gas. What are we? We are integrated companies along the value chain, able to manage this complexity. This is why we want to integrate renewables and electricity in our mix.